What's up guys, Lara Red here with another Black Desert Online video showcasing its latest group content. It's a co-op dungeon called Atoraxxion. Yeah, everybody's been talking about it. It's been the buzz for about a week now. This dungeon was put in the works, I think it was since last Calphion Ball event. However, they had to make some adjustments and whatnot, so it wasn't until 21st of July that we were able to get it. It is one of the biggest love-hate features I've ever seen in the game, even more than, I don't know, probably even more than Node Wars. It's very fun, it's very chaotic, and it's very addictive if you're into that kind of pain. I enjoyed the content. I thought it was really good for what it's worth. I mean, I think there are some things that could be tweaked about it, but overall I had a very pleasant experience, and it's a co-op thing, so it really depends on the team that you got stuck with. So sometimes I got stuck with Moni bombs, sometimes I got stuck with some friends, but they lost a little bit too much, so they had to, they had to cut and run. And then other times I got a very good team. Actually, I was very happy to get a very good team, so hats off to you guys for helping me through that. Actually, we helped each other through it, so I'm very pleased. I'd actually like to credit them later on. But enough blabbering about that. What is Atoraxxion? How do you get there? What do you do? What are the rewards, etc, etc. Let's take a look at this new thing. Atoraxxion serves as probably one of the biggest curtails in the BDO storyline. It's literally the weapons factory of the world. Ancient weapons factory. All those things you've seen in Sicaria, Chiraku, Hasra Cliff, Histria, all of those ancient weapons, they all came from one place, Atoraxxion. The way they did the storyline was really, really good, as they made it semi-interactive kinda. They put voice lines to everything. They even featured shots of your character, and I have to say that was awesome beyond compare. The story was, it was so filling. It actually answered a lot of questions that a lot of players that read the lore, that is, had been asking, like, where did all these weapons come from? What is Elezra's endgame and whatnot? And that's a nice thing as well. They actually went out on their, they continued on their promise to finish the Elezra story. So no spoilers for those who are interested in the story, but yeah, if you want to try it out, if you want to read the story, I suggest you do it for yourself because there's too much to spoil. The quest line, you're able to do it solo up until there's a co-op puzzle where you need 5 people to stand on circles. So up till there, you can basically do it solo. I know I did, but after that, it's it's co-op time. Co-op is not an issue. It just all depends on the team you have, and like I said, sometimes I got a really bad team. I had a team member who got really upset about them losing every single crystal they had. Well, it's not nice, I sympathize with that, but hey, it's what you signed up for when you went into the dungeon, so you know. Yeah, the storyline was very well delivered. I liked the voice lines and stuff. I thought it was very imaginative. It gave another depth to the story, and I actually wanted to see more of your character being involved. You know, I mean, your character is basically the one who's going around either fixing something or ruining stuff. So you know, it's only fair that they give you a bigger part in this. So I'm very impressed with that. I'm very impressed with the story delivery as well, and all the little animations and stuff like that. It's just 10 out of 10. I have to say. This dungeon comes in 3 difficulties. You have the season difficulty, which is said to be the easiest because season characters. Then you have the normal difficulty, which was said to be a requirement of at least 250-300. But take it from me and everybody else, you're gonna need a little bit more stats than that, because that stuff is not 250-300 doable. They hit you like a truck. There was one section where The mobs, there's like flying birds, and they could solo you till Kingdom Come. It was very annoying. So people say that the requirement was 250 AP, 300 DP, but it's a little more than that. It's a little tougher than that. So yeah, don't try and don't try and dream of that. So probably get a little bit more stuff before you try and attempt the normal version. Then we have the extreme tryhard version, you could say, which is the Elvia servers. Elvia servers started at 280-340, and if you think this normal one, as you can see here, we're having a bit of a tough time with the the last boss. If you think the normal version is difficult, the Elvia version, I believe, is even worse. Because my team most of them were up 270 plus mark in the normal server. So it's how can I say, the brackets were a little bit oversimplified, I think, but hey, they're really trying their best when they put those restrictions out. So depending on, first of all, your gear, your skill, and your teams, and your supplies as well, because you can't use maids down there, so you need to be stacked with the scrap ton of HP pots, elixirs, and get a little repair thing for your tent so that you can repair. Fortunately, there are little NPCs that allow you to have repairs and buy your little potions, but they are usually at entrances, and they're like before huge boss fights. Once you're in a boss fight, as you can appreciate, you can't get out of it. So you really need to plan ahead. So yeah, that's my one problem with it, is that you couldn't use maids. I personally found that to be a little bit of a handicap because I started to run out of potions and crystals, so I needed to replace them like ASAP. But other than that, my team and I, we survived. Again, power of teamwork, and not exaggerating, but it really was. So I think the difficulty all depends on your team. You can get some nice teammates, you can get some really grouchy ones, and then there are just some teammates where you just click. So it's very easy. I must say, anybody who mains Sage could take offense to this. I personally don't care, but Sage is not the greatest class to take there. I was in a party with 2 Sages. Oh my god, it was a little bit painful. Not just for me and the other team members, but for them as well. So think twice before you take a Sage down there, even if you're geared to the teeth and stuff like that. But that's my personal opinion. You can try it for yourself. I'm just biased against Sage. So that's the difficulty of Atoraxxion. So in a nutshell, it's hard, but your team is what really makes the difference. The rewards for the dungeon are very neat, I think. If you took one of the knowledge quests, you can get 170 fail stacks, both in the forms of enchanted scrolls. You can also get a fine black magic crystal box. You can drop a lot of nice crystals from there. Like I got this awakening crystal. Black spirit claw comes from there as well. There's this 30 million key. I don't know what it does, but yeah. You can also get adamantine crystals, and there's also this box, Vaha's rare box. It can drop up to a pry. I call them boss necklaces, or yeah, boss accessories like Tongrad and Leighton, etc, etc. Also, at the end of one of the quests, you can get this earring, Vaha's Dawn. It's just like the Disto earring in stats, but it is way cheaper. However, that might change depending on the market. If more people start doing it, the price might rise. The last time I looked at it before I did this video, the base price rose to 312 million, which is the same price as a base distortion earring. So it's kind of cheaper, but honestly, I'd say it's less RNG to obtain, because distortion earrings, they're not the best thing on the loot table of Star's End. All in all, I believe Atoraxxion was a very nice experience. It was very hard trying to find parties and stuff like that, but when I found the right one, I'm very pleased that I did. So it's really different. It's nice to have something to do other than the normal chores of grinding, life skilling, turning in your cooking boxes, or just getting something out of the norm. It's a nice distraction. And there was no better feeling than us taking the boss to 10%, as you can see in this footage. We got this close once, but one of us died due to the lava pit that was made. So you can't really see it here clearly, but we won. So the euphoria was just indescribable. So it's a nice dungeon. I think it's very well done. I personally believe, however, some of the bosses they hit a little too hard, but then hey, gotta learn to dodge, right? One thing though, the Puturum kind of bosses, the bird bosses, very, very, very annoying. Very annoying. There's matchlocks to hit them with, but not everybody has the patience to stand there with a matchlock. I mean, one of my teammates did, so thank you very much. It was very satisfying to just see the mob just falling down. It's very handy. But I think it was a very nice experience. I like the architecture, I like the ancient feel. It's a place that is so cool. There's so much to explore, but it's so dangerous. So it's just different. It feels different. So it's just wow. I'm very happy that Pearl Abyss took the time out to at least make it fun, basically, because it was supposed to be out I think at the beginning of July, but they had to delay it so that they could work out some tweaks and stuff like that, and I'm glad they did. I will never ever 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 do the Elvia version, because this version was hard. The Elvia version is a nightmare, I'm sure. So nah. But a big thank you first of all to PA for taking their time with this content, and also most importantly a very, very big thank you to my teammates, Spirits, Chiraku, Deagle, and Nirspote, I think, if I got your name correctly. Thank you very much for letting me on your team, and thank you for, well, helping each other. It was a very nice experience, and I would look forward to doing the dungeon like from the beginning again. I really would. It was very nice. Also, thank you to BDO Codex for the information pictures. I usually get pictures from there. And yeah, I suggest if you want to experience this content, as I get stuck on trying to get back up, if you want to experience this, I really say you should do it yourself, because it's too much to spoil. Okay, just have fun. And please prepare yourself, okay? You can't take maids, so you need to empty your bag and you need to prepare like a stack ton of stuff. So that was all. I hope you guys enjoy the dungeon. I hope you hate it as well. But do stack up before you go there, and I hope you enjoy it. So thank you, and see you guys next time.